So John, we've found this guy who's stuck, but he's in danger of rolling over.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to pull him forward to get him out of that stuck situation. But I'm afraid that as we pull him, we may be pulling him a little higher on the bank, and he may roll over.
Okay.
So in this case, we've got two vehicles, so I think we can use two winches.
Uh-huh. Use the second vehicle over here for a pendulum swing, and then we pull him forward with this vehicle?
Yeah. Well, it's more just to stabilize it.
Just stabilizing?
We're going to hook onto his roll bar up high with that winch to keep him up, from rolling over. That one, we're not going to do very much pulling. All we want to do is keep tension on the strap or on the rope line in case it starts to go. We don't actually want to pull him into the bank at all.
Right.
So it's going to take some coordination to do this. This one's a little more tricky because of that coordination. This vehicle is just pretty much a straight-on pull to get him out of the situation. And of course, we'll have the driver in there just barely assisting us, just because it's easier to move a vehicle that's got the wheels moving just slowly than something that's totally dead weight. Ideally, we'd have two more people, one controlling that, one controlling this. As spotters that can see what's going on. So let's go ahead and rig this up. Okay, so in order to use the hydraulic winch, we have to have the engine running. This is actually a 2-speed hydraulic winch, and there's a high and low lever here, and this is a low lever and a free spooling, and a high lever and free spooling. So I need to put both of these in free in order to activate the free spooling clutch like on the other vehicles. So I just lift that lever up. This particular winch is rated at 10,500 pounds. At the time I bought it, this was the first level that they had the 2-speed. They've since brought out a 9,500 pound winch. We're running synthetic line on this one, and this one's got this is made by winch line. It has this extra piece on here that can be slid up and down on the cable to be put right wherever there might be some abrasion. Given the line we have here, I don't think we'll have any real need for this one tonight. So John, you're going to control this line here.
Okay.
And basically, all we're trying to do is keep him from rolling over. We don't want to pull him up this way at all.
Okay.
So I want you to watch this joint right here.
Okay.
And basically keep it off the ground. If for some reason we start losing tension and this starts going down to the ground, just pull in a little bit.
Okay.
If it starts, getting up real high like this and you're starting to put tension on it, just back off, just bump it a little bit.
Okay.
So that's all we're trying to do is hold him there. And then I'm going to use the hydraulic winch to pull him forward now.
Okay.
We've got our parachutes on both lines. In this case, because of where he's situated, you're going to have to stand on the outside because you can't see anything.
Right.
This is going to be a real light pull on here, so I don't expect it to move. I'd like you to stay out here where you can see. If that fails, we'll have to put you inside so you can sit on the brake.
Okay.
Hold it in place. If we had more people, we would have you inside, and we'd have a controller out here at a safe distance spotting for you.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to go over and fire up the Grand, and we'll get this started. John, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Did you see how slow this was? The thing is, it doesn't matter how heavy the load is, it doesn't go any slower or faster. You you're seeing a lot of speed on these electric winches with real light loads. You put a heavy load on that, close to max, it will go slower than this one actually. But this one goes the same speed regardless of the load. As long as I have hydraulic fluid, or hydraulic pump capacity, it just keeps pulling. Another nice thing about the hydraulic winch is when you're winding in and you let off, it stops. There's no run on this thing at all. As soon as I let off, it stops. Every time. Which just makes it a little bit safer. It's also a little bit slower. So that makes it a little bit safer too. There is one problem though, is if I have a load on this and I turn the engine off, I can start slowly leaking my hydraulic pressure, and this won't hold the load in if I turn the engine off. As long as it's running, it's fine.